Hey, welcome to Glass with a Class. I'm June Anderson, and we're here to talk about depression glass, that lovely old glass that was manufactured around the time of the Great Depression, back in the late 1920s and 30s. Although some of the glass that's called depression glass was made as the country was emerging from the Depression, it's still known as depression glass for the most part. It was cheaply made, but beautiful and much loved by many. I'm one of those. Each week we take a look at a piece or two of this lovely glass and talk very briefly about it. I try to keep my videos around 5 minutes long because people are too busy or impatient, like me, to watch long videos. At the halfway point, we do a mini English lesson just because I enjoy it and many people need it. So today, let's see what lovely piece of glass we're looking at. I just got this for Christmas a couple of weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. One reason is because it's so odd. It's a yellow platter and gravy boat from the Hazel Atlas Glass Company in their Florentine No. 2 pattern, which was manufactured from 1932 to 1935. Its nickname is Poppy No. 2. It was made in pink, green, yellow, crystal, some cobalt, amber, and ice blue. There were a couple of pieces that were reproduced in the mid-1990s, but you don't have to worry too much about them, as they were made in colors that the originals were never produced in. These pieces were a footed pitcher and a footed juice tumbler. As you may have guessed already, Hazel Atlas made a Florentine No. 1, which is very similar but has some distinctions. Maybe we'll see a piece of that in a later video and show the differences. My family likes to shop for each other for Christmas using lists. So we each come up with a list of things we'd like to have, and we pick what we want to give each person from their list. This year my list included a gravy boat because I needed another one. And of course, I also put that I'd like to have a piece of depression glass. Imagine my excitement when a few weeks before Christmas, I discovered this piece of depression glass that included a gravy boat. I told my husband and he gave it to me. 2 things from my list in one gift. I love the yellow color and the pretty little poppies all around. I can put gravy in the boat, but what do you think I should put in the platter? I bet you and I could think of a lot of things. Pickles, sliced vegetables, sliced meats, a lot of things. I could even put dip in the gravy boat and chips on the platter. Well, you know the options are endless. Now, let's get into this mini English lesson. Today we're just doing something fun. It's not really a lesson. Not really, but sort of. We're going to look at homophones. A homophone is a word that is pronounced the same as another word, but with a different meaning. The words may be spelled the same, like rose and rose. He gave her a red rose. He rose from the sofa. Or like rain and rain. It's going to rain today. Queen Elizabeth's reign was over 70 years. Then there's red and red. His car is red. He read the newspaper. Then you have 2, 2, and 2. He went to work. She ran too fast. Their little girl is 2 years old. Well, you get the picture. I bet you could come up with a whole lot more if you sit around and think about it. Maybe sometime if you're having trouble falling asleep, you can try to think of more homophones. It'll either put you to sleep, or if you're like me, it'll keep you awake trying to think of them. You probably aren't going to find the word homophone in the Bible, but you can find lots of homophones there, like this. Jeremiah chapter 36, verse 10. Then Baruch read from the book the words of Jeremiah. And in Exodus chapter 13, verse 18, hence God led the people around by the way of the wilderness to the Red Sea. Well, we've had a nice time today seeing some lovely glass and playing around with homophones. Come back next time when we'll have more glass and English fun. See you then. God bless you and yours. Bye-bye.